Today I am walking through the first D&D app, role-playing game app that I ever made, or began to make, started making, however you want to say that. I wanted to build a simple initiative tracker. One thing I realized when I was playing role-playing games was that just the idea of what everybody rolled, put them in order, now I can put things between them and I can move them around. That seemed like such a helpful idea. And so I built just a little form, a form in HTML. So this is a website, index.html. So if you're familiar, it's HTML and CSS, I'm just in a browser. You just can't see the top here. I say here we go. And, but it was a very simple idea. The point would be that you would insert all of the people that you wanted. Say you had 4 players. You would put all of their information in. If you notice that there's a base attack on this. This was before D&D 5th edition. This was before D&D Next was a thing even, And so... So basically what you would do is you would put them in, and I only ever made one, but the point would be there'd be like a little button to put, add more, but we can put player name. This is my name. Let's give him a fake name. Julian Crispiness. And then the character name. You can see I've messed with this a little bit. And then the armor class will say a reasonable armor class, 15, and they're going to do a +2 base attack bonus. And so the point was you could put in your character here, basically, and then you could lock it. You could click the unlocked button and it would lock it, and you would see the player's name, the character's name a little bigger, a little down, the armor class, and this little shield, and the +2 for the base attack, which also is in a shield, but looking back I realize now should have been like a swords or some sort of attack thing or whatever. The point would have been that you could, like I said, press a button and basically add more and then move them around. But this is, I kind of worked on it one evening. This was when I was very first kind of getting into JavaScript and stuff. I think you can kind of see this if I zoom in. But so basically, this is the code of the page. I don't know if you've ever looked at code, but yeah, it is not that complicated. It probably looks like absolute gobbledygook, but basically the page is very simple. And there's just, the player name, input form, the character name, the armor class, and the base attack bonus. It's a very simple, just HTML form. I have some hidden stuff that you can't see over here, and that's actually how I ended up doing it. Looking back, I would do this very differently now. But really what happens is on this page, when you click the locked button, what it does is it takes the things out of here and puts them into the other elements, these static elements, player name static, character name static, And those look different, and it shows and hides them. So basically this JavaScript here, it's all in one function, but I have this lock-unlock function where if it's locked, then it should unlock it. So it needs to take the content in there and put it in the inputs and vice versa. Really what I would do now is hide and show 2 different elements rather than switching. This, I think deletes nodes and adds nodes, creates text nodes. I don't mess with that as much anymore. This is also in pure JavaScript, but now I would use jQuery and stuff. So that was cool, but the idea would be you could move them around, whatever. I never got to that. But it was kind of my first foray into trying to make a tool for people for role-playing games or for, anything, really, for using. I say anything. In this case, it doesn't really apply to anything. But like I said, based on the fact that base attack bonus is there, you can tell this was quite some time ago. But so I wanted to kind of end the video, get into the ending of the video, showing off the next D&D app, role-playing game app that I'm working on, a little platform. It's called RPG Gen. You can go to the website right now, rpggen.com, and you can sign up just to get updates, and there's like a little example on there. I really like that idea. I'm logged in, so it looks slightly different for me. I could log out and... But the point is, it's kind of digital roll tables, and the idea is pretty cool, I think, where you can go in there, you can create roll tables, and you can make them, and then you can roll on them. You also are able to do the same thing, but with more than one together, which I think is where it really, really shines. But maybe we'll show that off next time. So imagine that Fantasy Character Flaws is what this one is now, but imagine that there were 5 or 6 roll tables together, and there were all the different parts of your character. And, whether you used it to create your character to play a role-playing game, or what you did was used it to generate an NPC, that hesitates in difficult situations, or that has pessimism, as a trait, or poor critical decision making. They freeze up in situations where they otherwise shouldn't. So but basically that is the my first D&D app, and then now this next one. Yeah, hopefully you find that interesting. Maybe at some point in the future we'll go through and take a look at some of the code of the new one and how that works and how the role works and everything. But yeah, hopefully that is interesting and insightful to some degree. And let me know definitely any feedback on what you think about my first D&D app and how I don't know. I guess I want to say bad things about it, but I can't think of a single bad thing to say. It's where I was at the time. But if you have any questions, if you're curious how it works, if you made something, yeah, definitely let me know. And if you have any feedback or are interested at all in RPG Gen, that's really what I'm excited about right now. So thanks so much for watching. Check out rpggen.com and let me know what you think. Otherwise, have a great day.